If the streets you trust started keeping secrets, would you still call it home? Tonight, 5 true small-town nightmares. Real things that happened, and a warning you'll feel in your chest. Small towns promise safety, familiar porches, waves at the corner store. But closeness can hide stubborn things. I'll tell 5 stories locals still avoid saying out loud. Listen close, and tell me which one you'd never drive past alone. Story 1. Church with locked doors. There was one church in town. Stone, pews worn by decades of hands. One Sunday the doors were bolted from the inside. Police forced them open. Candles filled the aisle. Melted wax formed letters. Names of people missing over 30 years. The priest was gone. No struggle, no explanation. They sealed the building that week. Some nights older residents swear they hear the bell, even though the ropes were cut long ago. If you walk by at dusk, you can still smell old wax and something else. The loss the town keeps under its breath. Story 2. The Whistling Road. A narrow shortcut outside town is never used after dark. Locals say don't drive it. If you do, something will start whistling inside your car, not outside. One man ignored the warning. He pulled over when the whistling began. The next morning they found his car where he'd left it. He stood in a field, miles off route, barefoot, frozen, and he never spoke again. The radio worked, but sometimes late at night, every station carries a soft human whistle. No one believes where it comes from. You will. Story 3. The Yellow House. On the town's edge stood a bright yellow house. Fresh paint, clean glass. No family lasted more than 3 months. Each tenant reported the same thing. Footsteps in the hall, slow, heavy, always at 2:17 a.m. Someone checked the records. Multiple death certificates listed 2:17 a.m. as the time of death. Different years, same address. The house was condemned, boarded up. Yet neighbors still see a hallway light switch on at night. No one lives there. The light is the town's quiet dare. Who will look through the window? Story 4. The Children in the Museum. The local museum pinned old photos behind glass. Picnics, parades, school days. People noticed 2 kids who never aged. Same faces, same smiles. In photos decades apart. The children had supposedly moved away years ago. Then new photos started appearing on the museum board, taken last week. The children were closer to the camera now, smiling wider. When staff removed the pictures, they reappeared, pinned in the same place, as if someone wanted the town to remember them. No one knows who pins them, or why the kids never leave the frame. Story 5. The Siren Night. Every night, the town test siren wailed at midnight. Routine. Then one night the siren failed to sound. At dawn, every dog in town was gone. Leashes scattered, doors clawed open from the inside. The siren came back the next night, louder and longer, and beneath its wail, people said they heard something else. A low howling, layered under the alarm, like a throat trying to speak through a horn. After that, people kept their curtains drawn and their dogs inside. The siren still sounds. The town still listens for what answers beneath it. Tension built these places still exist. People shop, send kids to school, cut grass. They live around the gaps these stories left. They do not talk about what happened. Not in restaurants, not at church suppers. Silence here is the loudest rule. Which story chilled you the most? Could you spend a night in one of those towns? Pick one now and tell me in the comments why. I read every reply. If this gripped you, like and subscribe for more real small-town nightmares. Share the one that kept you awake. Turn on notifications. More true stories drop every week.